Hello guys, welcome back to Food for Thought Random Topics. I am Erica and this is Virgil, who's hungry today. We are back and we're going to go ahead and pull from the box and get this started. Let's see what we got to talk about today. What is something you used to believe about relationships but you no longer do?
Go ahead.
You want me to go?
Mm-hmm.
No.
This is another short one for me.
This is a short one for you? Okay. I used to believe that it's a lot. I used to believe when you're dating that you
have trouble sticking to it.
No, I'm not sticking to the point. I'm finna get to the point. Now he told me to go first. He said relationship.
It's my love. Oh, I thought it was love.
No, what is something you used to believe about relationships? Okay. I used to believe that you could change a person. I did. I used to believe that, when you're dating, if they were a certain type of way, or they like to do certain things, or they didn't like to do certain things, that when you get married, maybe they'll change. So now I believe that, hey, my advice to people that I give is when we're talking about marriages and then when they're dating, you're going to if they're doing it while you're dating, it's going to happen to me when you get married.
Not everything.
Yes,
not everything.
Stop. Clean.
Not everything.
It's got.
Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Not everything.
I think
that ring has a direct line, but go ahead.
I do. I think if
that ring has a direct line.
I thought you told me to go first.
Go ahead.
So what I say is, what you get.
Not necessarily.
I'm talking about men. Men. How they are when you're dating most of the time is how they're going to be. Virgil, since he was talking mess about me, he was nice when we were dating. He's nice now. He didn't give me money when we were dating. He was like, I ain't giving you no money because I
don't give it to you now. You've embezzled millions from me. I told you that. I got a forensic accountant trying to track down my money now.
Anywho, so that's my deal. That's what I think. I think whatever you got when you're dating, that's what you're going to get when you get married. I don't think people are going to change that much.
Fellas, it ain't going to be the same when you get married.
I think it is.
I'm just telling you.
Well, I think it happens when kids come along. And then you...
Listen, when they come to bed with that bonnet on their head and you've never seen it, that's a difference. When they walk around with that ratty ass bathrobe. So you've been. You don't like my robe. I'm not necessarily talking about you.
Yes, you.
I'm just talking about people in general.
I like my robe. So maybe I go buy a little dress tomorrow.
I said what I gotta say.
Okay. So you don't have anything else? Seriously.
It is not the same.
I think so.
It's not the same. I don't know. Maybe everybody's probably not like that. I'm sure there are some people who are the same.
You don't think I was the same? You don't think I'm the same as when we were dating?
No. I tell the story of how you snuck out of Piccadilly's by not paying that bill. If you did that now, you would have an absolute conniption.
I'm an adult. I'm grown.
It don't matter. You would have a conniption.
But
you would never.
But you would never.
Even if you mistakenly walked out, you would drive back to pay.
No, I would not. You mistakenly. I grew up. I became a mature adult, and I know not to do that. I got that from a leader in my life. Anywho, move on. Oh, Lord. Oh, this is gonna be a no for you, because I've been in. Have either of you ever been in a physical fight? Stop! It don't
Who the
matter.
hell asked
It
that
don't
stupid
matter.
ass question?
So then it's a no. You ain't never been in a fight.
When I was a little boy, I'm sure I got in a
No,
bunch
you
of
wouldn't know if you got into a fight.
Me and Dennis and Ramon got in
I thought you
fights
said
every
don't
day.
name people name. They ain't gonna watch.
It's just their first name. And Dennis and Ramon ain't watching it.
Yeah, if you knew you got into a fight, that's just picking, throwing rocks at boys. But I actually got into.
You got into a fight because your mama told you to go kick that girl's ass.
No, that was one fight. But I actually got into a fight. No, my daddy told me to go kick her butt. She was threatening me every day. I think I was in 7th grade. And she used to say, I'm gonna get you after school. I'm gonna get you after school. You guys ever had that? And so I would go home and I tell my dad, Mom and Dad, she keeps threatening me, and I'm carrying my instrument. I played the saxophone, by the way. I was very good at it. And so one day I did not come straight home, and my dad had the suspicion that Eric is gonna have trouble. So when he walked up to where I used to walk home, and he walked up to meet me, and I was walking and I was crying. And she was,
the girl that beat you up?
well, I was crying because I didn't want to fight, and she was still talking mess as I was walking toward my dad. And my dad said, why are you coming to me crying? She is always gonna pick at you. And he took my instrument and he said, you turn around and I'm gonna stand right here. He wasn't very,
So if you
very
were getting your
close.
ass kicked, he was gonna get off you?
I don't even think that's funny.
Go ahead.
So I went back up there and we
Did
fought.
y'all have like a signal when she had the best of you? You have a signal?
No, she told me, she said, when I walked back up there, oh, because your daddy here, I still dare you to cross this line. You know how you used to draw the line in the, but we ain't had no dirt, we was on the sidewalk. So she put her foot out and I crossed the line and she hit me and I went at it. I think I won.
Now this is the thing. I have no doubt that you would fight today. Given the opportunity, I think you would fight today. I would love to see it.
That is
Somebody out there, piss her off and let's see if she gonna fight you. I think she would.
Anywho, have you ever gotten into a fight?
I told you, me and Ramon and Dennis got in fights every day.
Well, that was my fight.
All right.
Okay.
There you go.
Let's get one that I think Virgil may want. Oh. Do your kids leave bottled water all over the house?
Who the hell had that?
Yes.
One of your kids?
Yes.
Listen,
If y'all have kids,
listen, if you got some, no, you don't answer this. I got this.
Thank you.
If you guys got little kids, don't ever start them thinking that they got to drink bottled water. Because these badass kids in my house think they can only drink bottled water. Listen, that bottling company turns the faucet on at this
No,
big
they do
ass.
not.
Yes, that shit ain't coming out of no special place. It's coming out of a faucet. And then he's talked you into paying $3.42 for it.
For 32 bottles.
For 32 bottles. Well, you know how much he pays for 32 bottles? About 10 cents.
Well, I'm not drinking water out of the phone.
Our kids drink there's too many bottles of water laying right now.
And then when we lived in the house before we moved into the apartment, we had bottled, and they would even be half full. And it did used to piss me off. So I started buying the little miniatures, and we didn't have any. So if you do, because they can stand there and gulp it down really fast. So the big bottles, yes. The little bottles, no.
Listen,
And I don't drink water out the faucet.
all you new
unless I
parents out there, all you new parents, when your kid turns like 4 and he's outside playing and he's like, Mommy, I'm thirsty, or you think he or she needs something to drink, go get that garden hose, turn that sucker on, and tell him.
Ain't nobody doing
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely.
Now, these kids
that
ain't gonna
shit
do
coming
that
out of
today.
there will make your body immune. I bet you, all them little kids down in South Alabama who drink out of water hose, they ain't worried about coronavirus, ptomaine poison, none of that stuff.
We gon' well, I'm not drinking out the faucet, and I don't want my
Ptomaine poison is bad stuff. And the only way you
You
can
always
be
say
immune,
ptomaine. What in the hell is
it's,
ptomaine?
you got to
poison?
drink out of that garden hose to be immune to ptomaine poison.
I'm gonna look that up. You don't even know what that means.
You get it. You'll know what ptomaine poison is.
That's in South Alabama. Not talking about people from South Alabama.
I'm talking about people.
Somebody
I'm
from
talking
South
about. I'm not from South
Oh,
Alabama.
where you from? Oh.
I put your ass out.
What part of
You will get out of here
Is
saying
it
I'm
North
South.
Al- what is
I'm from CA.
What is that?
Central Alabama.
Oh, is it Central?
Yeah, it's close.
Oh, it's not South.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
It's
okay.
south of here, but it ain't South Alabama.
Oh, okay. Tell me about your wings, because you was hungry.
I'm sorry. These wings, if you live in Huntsville or Madison, you know about crickets. These are crickets wings.
Oh,
They own and popping.
you have eaten.
Lemon pepper, that's all you can get. Don't get anything else. Mick Ultra infusion, and then this is a little bit of Templeton rye. Hey folks, I am collecting a plethora of bourbons, so when we move into the house, I should have a different bourbon every week to try. I have some good stuff, but this is Templeton rye. It's pretty good.
And I have a good friend that says she's gonna take me to go buy alcohol, so I'm gonna.
So
wait on
last week, not to cut you off, but
No, that's
last
okay.
week I was in Atlanta at my father-in-law's house and went to the liquor store and bought some Buffalo Trace. Never had it, cracked it open. That's some good stuff. I got 2 bottles at the house now. Okay, that's it. That's it.
Okay. All right, guys. Until next time. Deuce.